Hello and welcome to Bangladesh Today. I'm Smita Prakash. In this episode, we have three segments: the Chittagong Arms Hall verdict, the BNP Jamaat alliance troubles, and attacks on Hindus in Bangladesh. In a landmark verdict, a metropolitan court has handed out death penalty to 14 people, including the Jamaat-e-Islami chief Motiur Rahman Nizami and prominent leader of the separatist Indian outfit Ulfa, Paresh Barua. This was Bangladesh's biggest ever weapons haul case, and the verdict has come nearly 10 years after the seizure took place. United Liberation Front of Assam, Ulfa's military wing chief Paresh Barua was sentenced to death in absentia in the shocking arms haul case which took place on April 1, 2004 in Chittagong. Meanwhile, Jamaat-e-Islami chief and former minister Motiur Rahman Nizami and BNP leader Lutfo-Zaman Babar were also sentenced to death. Only two of the convicts, Barua and former additional secretary Nurul Amin, were tried in absentia. The two former generals who were given death penalty are the then Director General of the National Security Intelligence NSI, General Abdur Rahim, and former Director of Directorate General of Forces Intelligence, General Rezakul Haidar Chaudhry. All the accused were tried under the Arms Act for illegal possession of firearms and the Special Powers Act 1974 for weapons smuggling. The seizure was of the 10 truckloads of weapons which were headed to the Ulfa hideouts in northeastern India through Bangladesh.
We are happy that Bangladesh court has declared Paresh Barua to hang now. It's good as Assam Public Works as an organization fighting in Assam against extremists from last 12 years. We are happy. All those innocent people killed by this Alpha, they are also happy. But we don't think that some result will come out from there, because Government of India, they don't want this problem to be solved. Unless and until Government of India, the MHA, they give a political order to IB to catch Paresh Barua, this is not possible. A small country like Bangladesh, they have taken a step and given an order. We are happy that, chalo, we are happy, but I don't think the result will come out from here.
A huge cache of arms and ammunition, including 4,930 sophisticated firearms of different types, 840 rocket launchers, 300 rockets, 27,020 grenades were confiscated from a jetty of the Chittagong Urea Fertilizer Limited COFL. Former NSI director, retired Wing Commander Shahabuddin Ahmed, who also has been convicted, had in a statement revealed that Pakistan's intelligence agency, the ISI, had provided mobile monitoring equipment to Bangladesh's NSI as a gift, and that NSI Director General Rahim had gone to London to meet ISI officials to discuss the handing over of the appliance. Rahim, while admitting to meeting an ISI Director General, Lieutenant General Ehsanul Haq in London, did not give any indication about planning the smuggling in those meetings. This incident occurred during the rule of the Bangladesh Nationalist Party in 2004. Analysts point out that given the level of the action and existing problems with corruption, top government officials and intelligence officers were said to be involved in the smuggling plans. The Chittagong verdict finally brings this almost unbelievable case to closure, although the reactionary violent onslaught of the BNP Jamaat cadres due to their leaders being convicted is expected. Meanwhile, in what could be seen as an important development, the Khalida Zia-led Bangladesh Nationalist Party could break up its alliance with the Islamist Jamaat-e-Islami party. The BNP chief has given enough indications which suggest that after being trumped in the elections by Sheikh Hasina's Awami League again, the fear of becoming obsolete is probably compelling the BNP chief to chalk up a fresh strategy. In an interview given to a foreign publication, Khalida Zia has said that the alliance with Jamaat-e-Islami was not permanent and that in future the two partners could go different ways. There could be many reasons for Khalida Zia planning to distance BNP from the Jamaat. The BNP is not gaining anything from this alliance, especially politically. Despite the BNP Jamaat carrying out dreadful and violent attacks mostly on minorities, the Awami League government was successful in completing the pre-poll and post-poll electoral procedures. To make matters worse, the BNP failed in its demand to form what it called a neutral caretaker government. So it was hardly surprising that in the recent January 25th rally, none of the Jamaat-e-Islami leaders were seen sharing the stage with BNP leaders, nor were Islami Chhatra Shibir activists present at the rally. The global community also slammed the BNP widely. Reports of violence perpetrated by the Jamaat and BNP cadre were all over the international media. Many countries denounced the violence and urged the BNP to cut off its ties with the Jamaat. Even the US State Department stoutly criticized the violence against minorities.
Opposition BNP Acting Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul stated that they are not going to sever their ties with their junior partner, Jamaat-e-Islami Bangladesh, is their own party position. For better or worse, they are continue to sort of keep and maintain their relationship with Jamaat, and in the process it has been cemented. And BNP didn't want to participate in 10th Parliament election. Jamaat, the Islami Bangladesh, also followed their suit. And in the process, it has become kind of like a marriage of convenience. And I think this trend will continue, and it is going to haunt the politics of Bangladesh in foreseeable future. In the process, fundamentalism will be on rise, and that is a very alarming signal for healthy politics in the country. It is dangerous for plural space. It is a threat to democracy from that perspective.
In the post-election press conference, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina had clearly stated that she would welcome the BNP to have a constructive dialogue, provided that the party shunned violence and dumped the Jamaat-e-Islami. She said no useful debate is feasible as long as the Jamaat is BNP's partner. The BNP, on its part, has however sent out mixed signals. BNP's Acting Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir has said that the BNP will continue to maintain its electoral alliance with the Jamaat-e-Islami. However, Asaduzzaman Ripon, a spokesperson of the BNP, said that there was a big ideological difference between the two parties. The BNP knows separation with the Jamaat will be very difficult. The strong cadre base of the Jamaat can always come in handy for the BNP. Similarly, the financial support that the Jamaat gets from many foreign organizations is also accessible to the BNP. So it remains to be seen whether Khalida Zia is just indulging in public posturing or will indeed swallow the bitter pill. Meanwhile, Hindus in Bangladesh continue to be targeted, with more than 20 Hindu families in Satkhira district being threatened with dire consequences if they do not leave Bangladesh immediately. Time has come to leave your homes immediately. This is the message that Hindu families received as a threat in the unsigned letters addressed to them in Satkhira. Satkhira, which is known to be the stronghold of the Jamaat-e-Islami, is said to be one of the sensitive areas of Bangladesh. Inamul Haq, the officer in charge of Sadar police station, said that advocate Arun Kumar had filed a complaint on behalf of the threatened Hindu families of the area and that the police was investigating the matter. Satkhira is only a few miles away from the Indian border and is north of the world's largest mangrove forest, the Sundarbans. With a substantial Hindu population, Satkhira has witnessed some of Bangladesh's most gruesome violence over the last year. The hostility against the Hindus is not limited to Satkhira. Areas of Jessore, Dinajpur, Rajshahi and Chittagong have been particularly affected. There have been vicious attacks on villages, business establishments and places of worship of Hindus.
This persecution on marginalized people and the minority after the election is not a new phenomenon in Bangladesh. After 2001 parliamentary elections, we found large-scale violence took place for nearly 10 days throughout the country. And we apprehended that long before the election. and that became a reality later on. So we apprehended similar situation after the 10th Parliament election too, and it came true as well. In different pockets, violence erupted, and especially the Hindu minority were targeted, which is really unfortunate and appalling affair. In a democratic country, this cannot be tolerated. Doesn't matter who is behind such atrocities, they should be taken to task and brought to justice. We mustn't show any leniency, and we should show zero tolerance for such atrocities.
The Jamaat has a history of resorting to violence to eradicate Bangladesh's minority Hindus, Buddhists, Christians since East Pakistan days. Hindus, who account for about 10% of the country's 160 million population, have been the Jamaat's key targets. The Jamaat thinks that it is due to the minority votes, especially of the Hindus, that the Awami League is electorally stronger than the BNP.
I was very lucky that I have been to most of the places where the minorities were attacked. It was a citizens group which has gone to most of the places in Satkhira and also in Jashore in Abhay and also in Thakurgaon. So the issue is very interesting. In most of the places we had the citizens group which has gone for doing an investigation and also to express solidarity with the religious minorities, mostly Hindus. The Hindus were attacked in all the places. The first thing is that in some cases there happened that the Hindus were not asked not to go and vote. Whoever is the candidate, they were asked not to go and vote. So wherever they wanted to go and vote, so there was a bomb blast and they were attacked. Once they knew that they had come for to vote. So it is an issue of why has the Hindus been targeted? The Hindus have been targeted for one major reason. First of all, they believe that the Hindus always vote for the ruling party, Awami League. That is a tradition for the last more than 40 years. So that's one of the reasons the Hindus have been targeted, and Hindus have been deliberately been attacked, because they feel that if the Hindus if they can scare and cause fear among the Hindus before the election, then they will not go to the vote. And wherever they have gone to vote, or they were given enough security where they have gone for vote, immediately in the evening, most of the time it happened in most of the evening, that the Hindus' homes, their business places were attacked.
The Awami League government on its part has maintained that cases of arson, vandalism, rape and attacks on minorities will be shifted to a speedy trial tribunal for swift clearance in a bid to check more violence. The Jamaat's not-so-veiled plan is to convert Bangladesh into a radical Islamic country like Pakistan. A country liberated on linguistic grounds cannot possibly have its foundation resting on anything but secularism and egalitarianism. That's all we have for you this week in Bangladesh Today. Thank you for watching.